Hey everybody, Joe Warmbrough at STL Lifestyles. I'm a realtor with Garcia Properties and I love helping people buy, sell, and invest in St. Louis. But my passion is interviewing businesses, local businesses, and finding out, why people do things. And so I'm here today with Julie and Tracy with Espresso Yourself, and we're in Southampton. We're on Devonshire and Macklin.
The neighborhood is so happy we're here.
Very welcoming.
Very
supportive.
We were very patient and diligent in knowing where we wanted to be. So when this became available, we jumped on it. It's definitely a labor of love.
Both feet.
All in. So
you have some restaurant experience, right? With you both run the Tenderloin room with the Chase.
I do not.
That's my husband's family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've had that for, Dino and I took it over in 2007, but he and his dad ran it for, 20 years. So it's been in the family for a long time, and now our grown daughters are managers. So I knew that I needed a different vibe, I guess. I mean, it's a fantastic place to go for dinner. It's a destination, but this is more me.
So I've noticed when you walk in here, it feels like home. Okay, great. So it's not like being an artist, I would think. You're professional, you're a portrait painter or whatever, but this is your chance. You get to play with the palette, do kind of fun stuff, right? Step out.
Yep.
So what were you thinking? Why this? Why not a chocolate shop or something?
This is just something that she and I have talked about for about 3 or 4 years, and I honestly don't know which one of us really initiated the conversation or threw out the thought, but she's always been a coffee enthusiast. I have since become one as well. We just wanted a comfortable, warm, friendly environment for people to come and hang out and
Do some work.
have a meeting.
So you did something, I was looking, kind of researching you guys, and you did something smart. You searched out a place to learn how to make these drinks, right?
Yep.
So what was the name of that, and how did you spend hours and hours in scientific research, right?
Absolutely not.
We drove 4 hours.
How did you find the place?
I Googled it.
Google.
You can Google anything.
Yes, you can.
And then you can watch YouTube videos to get better at what you Googled. So we drove to Arkansas, Bentonville, Arkansas, and went to a place called Heroes. And it's really pretty cool because they give back. That's why it's called Heroes.
Okay.
So we spent time with, it was a female owner.
Okay.
And we just I thought that if we went out of town and maybe learned something different, plus we like to go for car rides, there's really no rhyme
does this
or
place
reason.
specialize in kind of training or educating?
She does do training for coffee shops. She's never done one for somebody that drove 4 hours. I mean,
We drove 4 hours, trained for 4 hours, and then drove home for 4 hours.
one-day
all in the
deal.
same day.
highly caffeinated on the way home.
So this brings me to this. So I'm drinking a drink called,
Skippity-doo-dah.
I keep wanting to say Snickers.
No,
But how
skippity-doo-dah.
did you get that name?
Well, we spent part of that 4 hours, we spent just playing with flavors. And we wanted to come up with our own blends, our own signature drinks. So we came up with the flavors that we wanted, and then as highly caffeinated as we were driving home, we had 2 friends with us, one of which ended up becoming one of our baristas, and the other is our business coach. But we just were we wanted happy names. So we just started throwing out happy ideas, and Skippity Doo Dah. We also have a Happy Go Lucky, a Cloud 9, and Delightment. Those are our 4 signatures. And we have a whole list of additional happy names that we will come up with.
Somebody came up with a bummer name. They were out of the car at the next stop.
Yes.
That was not even an option. And the best part is, for some reason, gentlemen have a harder time saying I'll have a skippity-doo-dah. So they're like, I think I'll try the peanut butter one. Like, I want to say, no, you have to say it. Because it makes you smile. It makes us smile.
Come in and say it. Really, it's really
Yeah.
good. Say it.
Absolutely.
You said, I said, how are you this morning? You said, got up, normal day. And then you said, got here and it just made you happy. And you said a gentleman came in and really made your day. What did he say?
he said he always comes and gets an Americano in his own cup, and it's got a picture of his grandson on it. And he said if one of the best of issues comes out and it asks for best of Americano, he's going to vote for us. That just made my day.
You know, what a cool time we live in. You research a thing on Google. You can look on YouTube on how to do anything. There's no reason not to know anything. You're going to gain by word of mouth. We are level playing field. We're as big as any company is out there, right?
Yep.
It's so cool. So what, did you lay awake at night, you know, with the Tenderloin room going, oh, I got this burning desire to be creative. My daughters are taking over, and what am I going to do?
I don't know, it was a collaboration, and finally I said, I'm sick of talking. We're going to do this. So we went all in, and
we knew we wanted this general area. We knew the Macklin Business District and Southampton area was up and coming.
Okay.
So we knew we wanted to be here. I still work my day job, and my office is only about 10 minutes away. So I would spend my lunch hour driving up and down Macklin, driving up and down Kings Highway, Hampton, just looking for places.
I forgot we did that.
And conversation happened between my husband and an associate of his, and it literally just happened. And, oh, I happen to buy a building. Really, my wife is looking to open it. It was where we wanted to be. It was just perfect.
So when things are aligned and it's for the right reasons, things kind of have a way of working out.
Every single thing, every conversation happens for a reason.
And I'm probably going to, I will not regret saying this. We have not had one single disagreement through this whole thing.
People say not to go into business with family, or that it can be a problem, but
This is your first venture together?
It is.
Well, the day's young, right?
Yeah. Our husbands were on the fence for quite a while because I have a habit of, if I had to make a resume and include every single thing I've done, it could go on for 10 pages, which is cool because you learn from everything. Everything brings you to where your ultimate goal is.
You got your resume from the same place I did.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, start something and just don't stop.
Wow.
So
Very
I've been in the working world for many years, and I've only worked for 2 different companies in my life.
So is it a challenge for you sometimes to just go with it and wing it? And is it a challenge for you
I'm
to
getting
say,
better. I'm getting better. Jules and I just complement each other very well. She's very creative. I think we joke that she thinks in colors, I think in numbers. She's the creative one, and I'm kind of on the backside with the business and the numbers and the boring stuff.
That's what you need, though. That's great.
Yeah, we work very well together. So. And our husbands are now 100% on board. Very supportive.
What turned their minds around? What defining you?
I think when they saw us that this is really going to happen, and we were pulling them in to do a lot of the decorating. You know, they put all of the pallet wood up on our counter, and the shutters and some of the decor. My husband did a lot of that with Dino's help. So
very neat. I read where you had a lot of furniture, right? You had a store. You've been planning this
for
years ahead.
I just knew that eventually it would happen, so I had a basement full of all these chairs and tables.
And it fits perfectly, right?
Well, I had a vision of what it would look like. So
It's pretty close to what it looked like.
yes. I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
No, it's wonderful.
Crazy.
Gotta know where you're going, right?
I never knew where I was going, but until I got here.
In a good way, right?
Yeah. And her husband is like the builder, and my husband is the chef. So he actually makes the baklava for us, and the bean soup, and the tomato bisque. And now we have a special today of white chili. So
you're gonna get known for some specialties for sure, right?
we're hoping, yeah. I mean, we're not here to compete with anybody around that does, the full lunches, the sit down. We want to complement what they're doing,
It's neat that it seems like there's enough space for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Very cool.
My husband taught me a long time ago, because I would freak out when a new steakhouse opened close to us, but he's like, competition is good. It's going to bring more people to the area when they have more options. So that's where I learned.
So your skill set of running a very popular restaurant that had to transfer this, is it right? I mean, a lot of the same skill set of flavors, or no?
I was always on the hospitality end of it and salad making. I don't make salads here, but
Espresso sandwich shop.
no.
No.
I think I learned a lot through there. But my main concern is making sure that the customer is happy. So, and that's what I did there. I want people to come in and feel like they're family. I'm really working on learning names.
It's interesting because, we're all fast-paced world. Everybody shops online, right? Toy stores are closed and everything. And people still relationships. People want to know your name. I saw that quoted in the magazine.
I think that makes people feel special when you remember their names.
When the gentleman comes in with his own cup with the grandkids on it, do you remember that? Jules does remember his name.
We remember faces really well.
Yes.
We're working on remembering
The
the
gentleman
names.
with the coffee cup.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. And there are a number of neighbors that come in regularly. We've got a gentleman down the street that is in minimally once a day, sometimes 3 or 4 times a
He
day.
hasn't been in today.
Well, hopefully he will show up soon.
Doug, where are you?
A gal that lives 2 doors down, that she and her son come in regularly, and we
Hot tea and hot chocolate.
Yep, hot tea, hot chocolate, and a breakfast bowl.
So you'll get the local clientele building. You'll also get because that's one good thing about doing it. You're like this, it's a hot area, right? So you come in and shop a little bit, do this and that. Oh, I found this shop.
I had a gentleman that came from Waterloo, Illinois, yesterday or the day before, and a gal that came from Maplewood specifically to come here. They'd heard about it, and
That's awesome. That's
I
great.
know, right?
Cool.
So what words of advice would you give to people that maybe they don't like where they're at now in their jobs? Folks like that, when they downsize or something. It's scary. The unknown is scary.
Petrifying.
So let's talk about that. How did you not let the future be petrifying?
We are both very, very firm believers in everything happens for a reason, and everything will happen in its rightful time. So just holding on to that, and when things didn't seem quite right, we just take a deep breath, hang on, it will get there.
Kind of helps to remind yourself of those times when you did it before, right? And
Absolutely.
Like, oh, yeah, that worked out well, so it'll happen again.
Yep. So, and other than that, just do it. Life is short. It's too short to not be happy in what you're doing. And it's not an inexpensive adventure if you're looking to start a business, but where there's a will, there's a way.
Do you find yourself living here hours-wise, or is it manageable?
I find if you walked into my home, you'd be like, oh yeah. And I kind of get home when I get home. When I close at 3. Now, of course, I like it better when she's here. And we close together and we just do whatever.
I'm jealous that she gets to be here more often than I am.
Yes. Corporate world, right?
Yes.
Even if we close at 3, and I clean up, and sometimes I stay here and do stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. It's home.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
If we had a futon or something in the office, I would probably.
So what's next? Is there a next? Or just evolve?
Enjoying
Enjoy it.
what we've created and sharing it with everyone.
We're very, very big on giving back. Like right now, we're collecting winter wear for St. Patrick's Center.
Great.
And for every coat that that is donated, we're donating $1.
Okay.
We package the used coffee grounds for they're good for like gardening and stuff like that. Not so much right now. You can make homemade facials and soaps and stuff like
Candles.
that. I don't know if I'd want
And
to use a coffee soap.
A friend of ours is actually going to attempt to make logs, fire fireplace logs out of used coffee grounds. She had found this, sent it to us, and said, "What a great idea!" So she's actually going to try it out for us.
Put another Americano on the fire.
That's right.
Oh, we could make them flavored?
Oh,
That would be awesome.
Oh, you should see
No,
us. You should see us when we are throwing out ideas like, "Oh, we could do this or we could do that."
and what's cool is you can. It's your own thing.
That's right. This
No
is
committees, no board meetings.
Very often I'm like, I can do what I want. This is like music on some place, places I've worked, you can only do these 3 stations. Well, I let the baristas figure out what we're going to listen to. And they're awesome. We hired people that we knew, and
friends of ours or friends of our kids.
and we kind of taught them what we knew, and it's worked out perfectly.
You can tell when you walk in a place that right away, the setup, the vibe, the environment, people happy, they want to be here. It's like you want to linger on. And you guys as owners, you look at their faces. You just want to hang out with them and drink coffee.
We
all
are
day.
really fun, like super fun.
We're some pretty fun people.
Come on down and check out and get some funness.
Yes,
Funness.
And espresso
Yes.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank
If you
you.
like this, like my page, and we'll get more of these interviews out. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Bye.